Hello folks, it's Nancy at Paper Moon Tarot, and I wanted to share a deck with you that I've really been enjoying, I really love, and it's called The Book of Shadows, an alchemist story. And it is very unique to me. It's glossy, so I'm going to struggle to show this deck without shining your eyes out here. But I will do my best on that. This is the box. It's the Book of Shadows tuck box. It's a good size deck. I'm trying to get my camera to focus from these different angles. Come on. Okay. Anyway, nice tuck box, but it's a tuck box. There is a card with a QR code to download a mockumentary, so you can get some sort of documentary about the deck. And that's kind of what the deck is about. This Book of Shadows is a hard-covered book, beautiful hard-covered book, beautiful artwork, really fun to look through. And it's not just a big little white book. It's full color, beautiful. That's like the table of contents there. That's how illustrated this is and how colorful. And this has a foreword by John Matthews, who you may know the artwork of. Andrea Aste, the artist, talking about the deck. And then you get into this kind of graphic novel land. The past is never where you think you left it, it says. And so there's Sasha Graham, an expert creator there, commenting on, she's part of the team. John Matthews, Sasha Graham, and Rana George did some of the content in the book. And that's pretty impressive if you know any of those people. And then there's like emails between the two of them about creating the deck, and a little graphic novel begins here. And the whole book, and I cannot tell you I have read it cover to cover, but I have read a bit of it. And the whole book is about tarot, about the history of tarot, why tarot is magic. I'll just read you a little snippet. You sit there with the vast interior of your experience and imagination tucked away inside you. You are full of feels, hopes, and dreams. Tarot gives shape to your interior imagination, experience, and life as you lay the cards on the table before you. Remember this important magical fact: the space between your imagination and the act of making something real is a creative space, also known as a liminal space. Liminal space is like sunrise and sunset, the place where day and night meet. Imagine daylight as the real and formed, while night is all potential. So it's lovely writing in the book. And, you know, some quotes. There's one from Wittgenstein. And Lucy Fur Limited is this company that's part of this story. And the Book of Shadows legend, decoding the problem. So now we're getting into the fact that we are going to try and figure out where these cards came from. How did their meanings come in? There are newspaper articles and photos that this researcher has come through to understand this puzzle, this mystery. And then the Book of Shadows begins, the lost code of the tarot. And it becomes a graphic novel. And it is fun, it's a mystery, finding the cards, discovering the cards, there's an evil character trying to dissuade you, and there's the blueprint of this house, of the laboratory of the alchemist, and so it's just so much fun to look at and to read through, to have this amazing resource that creates a story of how tarot was discovered, how these cards were discovered. And then it goes into the Book of Shadows, in particular, how there's the black and the red. In other words, you've got the black in the spades and the clubs of playing cards, and the red in the hearts and the diamonds or pentacles. And then it's got different commentary about astrology that's shown in the cards. And then it has a section on the different suits, the swords, wands, cups, and coins, the black, the red. So it goes in very interestingly to the background of everything, the major arcana meanings, numerology. And then there's a lot about when it deals with alchemy and symbology and things like that, but from a storyteller's perspective, which I love. And we go through a lot of these cards and things like as above, so below, what that means. Lots of interesting things that are some, from what I've learned so far, some are reflective of actual reality, the history, and some seem kind of made up. But then we go into more graphic novel, and look at this. It's amazing. But again, it's all about the discovery of the tarot and what the different cards mean. And then we get into the actual cards. And that's where, you start to look at the cards. They are colorful, they are beautiful, they're fun. Again, trying to avoid the gloss. Oh. They're very RWS. They're very recognizable if you know RWS. But they are really pretty and fun, like I said, I apologize with the gloss. It's hard to get the camera to zero in. Let's jump to some of the majors. There's the World. Lovers. The Devil. I love the imagery. It's so vibrant and so fun and so very easily recognizable. And then you have this incredible book with it. Now, after you go through the majors and the minors, have a similar amount of information on each card with the color representation. When you finish with going through those, you get to the Lost Arcana, which is basically the two extra cards there. Things about spreads, internal versus external, past, present, future, all the and interpretations of those readings with the cards. and some, summary by Rana, and then information about the stolen pages, and more spreads back here. I love that one. The dream you would like to build, the fears you have to face in order to build your dreams, destiny's winds that will help you on your journey, the inner resources you have to rely on, trust in yourself, believe in your dreams. It says rely on, but I think it means rely on. The challenge you have to face, the greater obstacle you have to overcome. So these are various spreads. And then there's this like little end thing about this ship and the different elements of it. There is a criminal profile of the person you've been following through, and the different characters you've been following through the graphic novels. And just fun. Just a fun book. And it ties into the deck, and the deck is fun. And so, like I said, I'm not going to give you like a whole flip through of the deck, but I wanted to show it to you because I am having so much fun playing with this. I will put the links below on how to get this deck, and the book with everything. And again, there's an online mockumentary, so an animated version of this. So there's a lot here to this deck, and if you are interested, love the deck, and are willing to put in some time, if you want to the book, the mockumentary, you can build a whole history for yourself if you're into that kind of thing. This is just a wonderful, wonderful deck to do that with. There's our Hanged Man. Beautiful deck, beautiful cards, incredible book, and let me know what you think. Give it a try. Thank you. Bye.